Hello, everyone. It's Hiveswap Friend Sim. My back is killing me because I screwed it up the other day, but I got a heat pad, and I want to make sure you guys had something every single day this week, because that's how I do. So this should do it. I'm playing with my fidget cube. I should stop because you kind of can hear it in the background sometimes. Anyway, of affection, unwanted or untrue, Volume 5. Walking. You sure are doing a lot of that recently. Back on Earth, you never got near this amount of exercise. You're going to be so in shape when this is over, provided you still have all your limbs attached and your bones uncrushed. You probably come up with a safer way of travel, a taxi or some sort of bus system, but you can't really have, or you don't really have any, well, you can't have any money, that is a mood, but you don't have any money and you can't read signs. You're also unfortunately covered in blood and bruises. So walking it is. Tired as you are, your feet still carry you toward friendship. So we've got our options of like 50-50 shot that he's like a bartender or a nerd. And then this guy, drug dealer or cultist. I mean, I guess that's how you write question mark in Troll. I don't know. I'm down with being a cultist. Let's do that today. As usual, the streets are hopping, just bouncing around like an overactive bunny rabbit on Easter morning. Up ahead in the intersection of the streets is some sort of night market. Well, every market on Altaria is a night market. True, because if you go outside during the day, you fucking die. Alternia. I need to get that right. You know what? Fuck it. No, I don't. No, I don't. As previously stated, you are broke, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of window shopping. Who knows what kind of awesome stuff you'll find. You can learn a lot about the culture from their stores. It's true, that's basically what culture is, a collection of things that are decided to be worth doing, I guess, and having. Also, this line is bugging the shit out of me. Like, they clearly had the screen wrapped, but, like, this is, like, right in the middle of the screen, y'all. Come on now. Come on. That's just lazy right there. I can see it. I don't know if y'all can, but like right there, not a fan. You are so intent on thinking about positive thoughts that you're nearly at the market before realizing there are quite a few people coming towards you in the opposite direction. Some of them are running, actually, and screaming. Looks likely that something was going down, violence-wise. It's not a stampede. You aren't in any danger of being trampled, and the street is wide enough to just step aside and let the crowd pass by. Or it would be. You get a brief, furtive glimpse of a pair of yellow eyes under a low-pulled hood, and grabs yours and so tightly the tips of your fingers go numb. I mean, I guess everyone on this is like super strong, so with a rough yank, you are pulled into the flow of the crowd. The troll girl who has a hold of you speaks quickly and quietly. You lean your head in close to hear. We are on a date. You are my mate spirit, or my Mora rail. Whatever you want. We're just a normal couple out for a night on the town. We're gonna catch a movie, get some soft serve grub cream. You feel me? I mean, done. This episode's over then. I just achieved friendship. I mean, we skipped friendship. We went straight to dating. We might even be fucking. I know that's something y'all are into because I got some weird ass messages over the last little bit about the stuff that y'all are into. Fucking weird, y'all. Like, turn that about a bit. You know, I'm down with playing this game, but what the fuck? Some of the ships. I don't get it. Wow, okay. Freak out and let the... I mean, yeah, that's fine. We're clearly on the run from something, and I don't know. There's... Oh, what if she's like an anarchist or something? Like, so, I mean, like, in this universe, hell yeah. Fuck the government in this universe. Reminds me of that Guar song. I was listening to it earlier today. It's called El Presidente. It's great. Pretty sure if you say, I want to kill the president, just out of context, it sounds like you're going to actually assassinate the president. But it's Guar, so they can say that. Sorry I talk about Guar too much. It just comes up a lot in my thoughts. Your heart beats so hard that you can feel it in the back of your throat. You just adjust your grip a little to make your hand easier to hold. In response, you get a squeeze, like she's thanking you. You match her pace in a surprisingly difficult feat considering how short she is. Behind you, people are still shouting. What the heck happened back there? Someone died. You figured that, but it isn't exactly rare for people on Alternia, is it? See, I said it right that time, and now I'm congratulating myself, so now you have to address that fact. You've seen way more dead people here in the last couple of days than you've ever seen throughout your entire life on your planet. You told the troll girl you thought that it was just kind of normal here. Normal? Sure, when low bloods get killed. Natural order of things, right? But when high bloods? With high bloods, it's different. Personally, I don't give a shit about the natural order. Doesn't matter what the job is, I'll take it. Oh, fuck! Are you like a fucking assassin? Oh, so a high blood is dead. You're currently holding hands with the troll that did the dirty deed. You chose to help her lay low, i.e., she made you an accomplice, i.e., now you're her friend. It's pretty, yeah. I guess you don't have to be friends with someone to be an accomplice in, like, murder with them, but, like, it helps, you know? Like, I'm really not going to stick my neck out for someone, but, like, you know, if Tilda murdered someone, I'll fucking bounce the country, you know? Put the cat in the car, floor it. Whoever she murdered probably deserved it. Definitely deserved it. She wouldn't go out on a limb like that normally. Anyway, helping someone carry out a cold-blooded murder is a super friendly thing to do. What had she called you? Her mate spirit? You aren't exactly sure what that is, but it sounds great. You ask her what you should call her. My name's Polypa. But there's no reason to go throwing it around. Let's not talk at all. Why don't you just give me a fake name then? If it doesn't matter, just go, you know, it's not my real name, but here's, you know, you could call me whatever. You want to point out that it won't look like a very convincing date if you're just walking in silence. That would require talking, and she told you not to do that. The trio of those spiky robots go marching by, drones or whatever. Their big, ugly heads swivel around back and forth like they're looking for someone. Polypa doesn't say anything, but she keeps her eyes forward. But she goes as sharp as a laser, every muscle in her body tensing. You feel it through her hand, her fingers tightening around yours until the drone disappears into the crowd. She yanks you around the corner into a smaller alley connecting two roads. There's nothing here but a pothole and a couple of dumpsters. Hold up a minute. Her hoodie has a symbol on the front of it, two overlapping gold ovals. Maybe trolls have some symbol designating their blood color somewhere. Does that mean that she's a gold blood, right? I'd assume it's a disguise. As far as I can tell, everyone's wearing, like, their astrological sign, and double circle isn't one. But, like, Homestuck made up a whole shit ton of them, so fuck it. Yeah, see? Fake. Polypa yanks off the sweatshirt over her head, and underneath she's wearing a green tank top emblazoned with a symbol in olive green. Looks like a little cat. It's pretty cute. She tosses the sweatshirt into the nearest dumpster and kicks the button on the side. A whoosh accompanied by a sulfury stink of immolation. Note to self, don't go dumpster diving in Alternia. Polypa grabs your hand again as you head back out towards the street. With her other hand, she works the tie out of her hair, shaking it with her ponytail, letting it fall thick, sweaty clumps around her neck. Next, she reaches up to take part of her right horn off. No, wait. A little bit of a veneer, an artificial bit of cover-up in the notch in the chitlin. What are all these random wardrobe changes about? I mean, that's just what you do when you protest or murder. You gotta have that going on. Like, you already identified that she probably murdered someone. Like, she doesn't want to look like the person who just pulled off the murder. You know? Fucking murder 101. Don't get caught. You wonder until you've actually begun to listen to some of the conversations around you. Check out the big billboard-sized screens mounted on the roof every few blocks. Seems like the rumor mill is already going hard. Apparently, some well-respected violet blood is dead, killed in public in full view of witnesses by a gold blood girl with a ponytail. Wow, you're really dealing with a professional here. I need somewhere to lay low until the heat turns down. I mean, we both do since you're now my associate. I had a contact waiting, but I don't know what happened to her. It's possible that she got spooked. Any ideas for a likely hideout? I'm not from around here. I wonder what in the world made her think that you have any idea what's going on ever. She keeps giving you a sharp look as if she's gradually catching on to just who she's chosen to recruit. You want her to understand that no matter how busted you look, you're an amazing friend and co-conspirator. Well, here's your chance. What do you propose? Movie might work. I mean, we don't know what's in any of these buildings. I don't know what alien movies are like. I mean, like, culturally, they seem very different. They just, like, murder things on a daily basis. So it could be fucking anything. So yeah, let's go watch a movie. Polypa's mouth twitches. It could just be a muscle spasm, but you think it's a smile of approval and burgeoning camaraderie. Yeah, I guess we could. That's what people on dates do, right? It's been a while. I haven't seen a movie in forever. Let's do it. Well, actually, we're broke. Fuck, I forgot about that. She squeezes your hand. You would have thought holding hands for this long would get sweaty and uncomfortable. You're certainly nervous enough, but her skin is surprisingly cool. With a couple of exceptions, all of your new friends have been literally cold-blooded. Also metaphorically for a few of them. But you aren't going to judge them for their lifestyle choices. This isn't your place as a friend. I mean, only like 2 of them ended up being my friends in the end. Regardless, the point is, it's kind of nice to be holding hands even if it's under completely false pretenses of murder. Come on, there's probably a theater in there. Makes sense. You aren't from around here, you don't think Polypa is either, but you can always recognize a mall when you see one. Stores, escalators, fountains full of slimy mall water. That's probably been there for years. The biggest difference between this and an Earth Mall is that it doesn't seem to be anyone working at any of these stores. Everything's automated. That and the top floors appear to be reserved for high bloods. There's actually a place called, what is it, The Domain? Here in Austin? Fucking weird-ass place. So imagine a mall, right? But it's a mall for rich people? Laid out like a city. And they're apartments. So you can live right next to, like, a Gucci store or something. It's fucking weird as shit. And they're all, like, really high-class places that, like, you have to have money to go to. Like, not normal-ass places. I think, like, the cheapest place is probably Apple. Everyone drives Lexuses. It's like its own town. It's like its own place inside of Austin. Fucking weird as shit. There's a really good coffee shop right next door. So if you're ever in Austin, go to Summer Moon. It's right outside the Domain. Then, like, take a drive through the Domain and see how fucking weird it is. But Summer Moon coffee. Get anything with moon milk. It's fucking amazing. Anyway. It's very friendly. As far as you know, you've never been on a date with an assassin before. You can't read the showtimes or descriptions and don't have any money, but Polypa chooses the movie and pays for you both. She tosses a couple of coins into the slot and the machine spits out 2 tickets. You don't see any soft-serve grub cream, but you're a little too queasy with mingled nerves and excitement currently to deal with anything called grub cream. You do, however, stop for a bag of buttery exploded kernels. This angle's a little weird. The theater you follow Polypa into isn't crowded, but you still feel every pair of eyes settling on you as you walk up the steps. You hear your heart pounds and sweat slides down the back of your neck. You are just as positive everyone can see right through you as the deep, controversial cross-species matchup is going on here. Even worse, Polypa takes a seat weirdly close to the only other group in here. Man, awkward. I mean, that's what you gotta do. We're part of a group now. So we can't be that one guy who just murdered someone. Or gal, I guess it is. So we're totally clear. We're not that. Although I'm super suspicious because I'm an alien. You know, I don't know. The movie starts playing. Apparently, there aren't any trailers before movies. Kind of a bummer. If you're gonna be stuck here, you want to know what kind of hot new summer blockbusters you have to look forward to. Surprisingly, the movie theater turns out to be a romantic comedy. You expected Polypa to choose a thriller or a horror movie. Probably not a good idea, actually. From what you can glean of the plot, it's about a beautiful young Jade Blood who gets involved with a visiting Blue Blood and their servant, a big bumbling Bronze. A portrayal of Low Blood strikes you as vaguely offensive. They grunt and fall down a lot. The caverns look a lot fancier than you remember from the time you hung out with Bronia. Just a lot bigger and more glittery. The main character spends a lot of time pulling a jeweled comb through her luscious hair. The dialogue is kind of incoherent. You don't just think that that's because you are unfamiliar with the cultural context. Also, it doesn't help that Polypa keeps up a running commentary throughout. The ban on conversation has apparently been lifted. I can't believe they added in the mistaken identity storyline. So unnecessary. Also, Black Rom is so boring in comedies. There's just no punch to it. Okay. So someone was saying that there's... I vaguely know of this. And I talked about it in the I don't know anything about Homestuck video. But, like... You can, like, have different kinds of, like, relationships with people. And it's just, like, not just, like, platonic friendship or hatred or, like, you love them. Like, it's, like... a D&D-esque alignment chart of, like, different emotions you can have towards people. And I don't think that this is, like, black comedy. This is probably some variant of that. They're all represented by, like, playing suits. I don't know what the fuck they mean. I'm hoping this lets me know. I can't believe how bad this is. I don't remember the book being this garbage, but I read it a long time ago. My taste may have just been worse back then. You look at her in a whole new light. She shrugs, possibly a little self-conscious. What? You think I've been an assassin since I populated? I used to have a blog for relationship advice and stuff like that. Of course, I was just messing around. I didn't know anything beyond what I read online. The two characters are kissing on screen. You have no idea who they are. You're way more interested in the fact that Polypa has decided to tell you her life story in the back of a movie theater. A deep blue light from the scene in the brooding caverns washes over her, making her look noble and sad. You were entranced. It didn't last, though. We're, like, sit right fucking next to someone, right? Isn't that going to be, like, really suspicious and kind of annoying and kind of a dick move? Like, I'll call in an usher if it gets to the point where it's like, can you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to watch this movie. I don't go watch a whole lot of movies, though, because shit's expensive. Especially down here. Because if I'm going to go see a movie, I'm going to go to Alamo Drafthouse. Again, highly recommended if you're in Austin. Apparently, they're fucking everywhere now. But they serve you, like, actual food, like burgers and stuff. And you can just get shit-faced and watch a movie. That's great. Anyway, I doubt it has anything to do with my blog, but a few sweeps ago, a group of kids broke into my hive. I think they were high, maybe on Super. Soper? Whatever, they stole a bunch of my shit, killed my lusts. Oh no! And Simul Psionic Fuck broke both my legs with his brain. Just because he thought it would be funny. You're riveted. You have a bit of a tragic backstory yourself, but nothing this dramatic. Polypa picks through the buttery exploded kernels with her delicate claw. I was trapped in my hive. I would have starved to death if it hadn't been some teal who lived in my neighborhood. Just some little idiot who ran around with the Eastern Alternia replica sword, challenging Purbeast to a duel. So yeah, just a katana. Teal bloods are pedantic bulge lords? Edge lords, probably. But they care about justice. These kids had attacked me for no reason. I didn't break any laws. Anyway, that's why I'm an equal opportunity for how I take jobs. Low blood, high blood, everyone's scum. One of the kids in the row ahead of you turns around and tells Polypa that if she and her monorail want to get to all the nasty and pale, maybe you should get a back room. Polypa, I mean, keep a low profile. Shut the fuck up. You just murdered someone. You can't be loud and annoying right now. Okay? Polypa kicks the back of the chair and tells her that maybe she should mind her own business. The girl looks about ready to jump back over the back of her seat, but the guy next to her pats her firmly on the cheek. Almost a slow motion slap, firm and intense, with plenty of uncomfortable, intimate eye contact. The girl settles down after that, and everyone goes back to watching the movie. The rest of it goes by with your head spinning and your heart in your throat. You are glad that Polypa trusts you enough to share her past, but you are nervous about her talking about it in public. Wasn't the whole point of coming to this movie? Yes, it was. Yes, it fucking was. You're a shit assassin if you don't understand that. I was on your page until you started telling me your fucking life story. You don't know me. I could be a fucking plant. You don't know shit. I'm weird looking. I could be anyone. Don't trust me. Think about it. When that girl sees the description in the alert, she's not going to think about it. The noisy olive blood getting the... Maybe. It's safer than sulking around, believe me. You know what? To some degree. But it depends. Actually, that didn't matter. That didn't matter at all. That would only be useful if you were seen somewhere at the exact same time as the murder and you have an alibi. Also, that only matters if there's justice on this world, and it doesn't fucking seem like it. It seems like it's some sort of, like, crazy fascist dictatorship, which means that fuck it. Like, fuck the rules. Like, nah. Gosh, Polypo is really an expert. You're so glad that you got to go on this date with her, even if it was mostly fake. As soon as you were back on the street, Polypo pulls out her phone. Slowly, her face falls. Fuck. That little no clicker. I thought she bailed on me, but according to the chitter, she's dead. They got her. Damn it. I told her to be careful. Her sadness quickly turns to rage, vibrant off of the frantic waves. Her voice gets louder too. People are starting to look her way. Heckling in the theater is one thing, but shouting at your phone about murder is another. This is going south fast. You gotta calm her down. Deploy Shushpap? Is that like calm but romantic face slap that we just were looking at? For lack of a better plan, you copy what you saw the troll inside do with his angry date. You press your palm firmly against to her cheek. To your intense shock, she blushes in deep olive green and her eyes slip closed. She leans into your touch as if she's drawing comfort from this tiny little gesture, then blinks and pulls away. I'm technically on the clock right now. Let's be professional. She bites her lip, hesitating. Then she reaches up and repeats the gesture to your face. An unbelievable warmth fills you. Could this be the warmth of friendship? I think she wants to fuck. Like, I don't understand alien cultures, but I think we just told her we wanted to fuck and calm down. I don't really know what's happening. You're a weird-looking double-horn amputee with very few social skills, terrible survival instincts, and very short-term and long-term memory loss. Yeah, actually. Yeah, that sounds about right. But you're alright. If you ever want to earn a little cash, I could use a partner I can depend on. Is it raining? No, those are your tears in your eyes. Tears of gratitude. Okay, don't get too choked up. You're definitely going to be bait. You're sure, Polypo, that due to your general ineptitude, you wouldn't want it any other way. Yay! I did it! I made a friend. So that's like Cowboy Girl, and I shouldn't spoil it, but Assassin. You know what? Like, I feel like I have a lot in common with all the ones that I end up being friends with. I think I get their flow, and I think that's why. Anyway, cool beans. I'll put out the next episode of this tomorrow, or next part of this volume. They're on sale, by the way. Like, all Friend Sim appears to be on sale as part of the Steam summer sale. So, if you want to play this yourself, like, they're 50% off across the board, I think. Which is pretty fucking cheap, considering they're only like $1 an episode anyway. So, like, it's like 50 cents. 50 cents times 5, so it's like $2.50 for all the episodes of Hiveswap. Plus, I think you need to buy the actual thing, too, so. I don't know. It's cheap, though. This game's already fairly cheap, and if you like Homestuck kind of stuff, it seems like it's a solid jam. So there's that. I wonder when the actual main game comes out. Like Hiveswap Volume 2. Not Friend Sim, but the other shit. I'm gonna drink some more coffee. Wake the fuck up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And, check out Jalopy. I started streaming that recently. It's like My Summer Car. If you haven't seen My Summer Car, check that out as well. That was a fucking killer stream. But if you haven't checked out Jalopy, it's like My Summer Car, but instead of being like a Finnish lad with like no fucking supervision and just being an alcoholic with a car, like I'm a drifter with a car with an uncle who has a dark past. This is good. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!